Oh yeah. Yo, what is up guys? Nick Nakai here, Let's Drift Media. Thank you guys for coming back to the channel. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. So today I got a little side job I got going on, customer concern, knocking noise when going over bumps, and it's actually coming from the front suspension top hats. So let's go on a test drive right now guys, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so right here we got this beautiful 08 Chevy Malibu. So I drove this car the other day and pinpoint the noise coming from the upper top hats on the shocks. Let's see if we can duplicate the noise. I already hear it. Gonna maybe go over some bumpy roads so you guys could hear it. So the noise is mainly coming from the left front. That's where you hear it and feel it the most. But I'm gonna go ahead and do both, because why are you just gonna replace one shock? Oh. So yeah, you guys get the point. I'm sure you guys can hear it. Oh my god. There's a nice road right here. Oh yeah. That thing is gone. So I'm gonna pull it back in the driveway and I'll show you guys. You guys just physically see the top hat rubber bushing parts like pretty destroyed. There's a lot of movement in there just from like bouncing on the car. So let's get back to the house. All right, so these right here are the top hats, one on each side. Usually, sometimes you can see it physically moving, and that's how you'll know the noise is coming from right here, but sometimes it could be internally in the shock or even the sway bar bushings or the control arm bushings. But this one we got lucky, it's right in front of our face. Let's see if I can get some video. So yeah, that one's like super toast. So let's get started with replacing these bad boys. So when you have this problem, you can do one or two things. You can just buy the top hats, which are usually pretty cheap. But if you do that, you have to take the strut apart. So you need a spring compressor, like go rent one from AutoZone or something. And those are kind of sketch. And usually, if you just go on eBay, you can buy like the complete strut assembly for fairly cheap. We got these right here for 90 bucks. So that wasn't too bad for the complete shock, spring, and top hat all assembled. So all we got to basically do is pull off the wheels, pull off the shocks, put the new ones in, and call it a day. So I highly recommend doing that, unless you do want to cheap out and you're doing it yourself maybe. You can just replace the top hats if that's what you want to do. Alright guys, so here we got the new struts. Luckily, since these are McPherson type struts, they're really simple to take off. Like literally it's just these top three nuts, which are probably 13s on this vehicle, and these two bottom ones holding it to the steering knuckle, and maybe like a brake line or the sway bar end link, and that's it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts you have to take off. So like I was saying, this is the part that actually goes bad, or that is bad on this vehicle, and you can replace just this. But in my opinion, you're better off just buying the whole thing, because if the top hat's going out, more than likely the shock's already on its way out, and then you're just going to be kind of wasting your time. So really recommend just getting the complete assembly. So first things first, I'm going to crack open these top ones right now while it's on the floor. Then I'm going to jack it up, take off the wheels. So let's get started. Alrighty, so once you have the wheel off, fairly simple. There's gonna be 2 bolts and nuts right here holding the strut shock to the knuckle, and that's also gonna hold this bracket which holds the ABS wire. So that wire bracket will come off along with this little bracket holding the brake line, so that should just sit to the side. You're gonna have to unbolt this sway bar end link, pop that out, and there's another bolt right here that just holds the brake line to the shock. So we're gonna pop all those off, pop off these 13s up top, and this thing will just pop right out. Super simple. Alright, so it's pretty much ready to come out now. This also works better if you have both wheels in the air, because right now, since the left side of the suspension is loaded and the sway bar is still attached, it was like fighting me right here. But I just had to manhandle a little bit, but it's because my 240 is using the jack stand, so I had to do what I had to do. And now right now the shock is pretty much ready to come out. I just got to take out the 3 13mm bolts nuts on the top. And on Chevys, this kind of sucks, but these bolts that run through the knuckle, they're splined, so you have to smack them out. They don't just pop out like a 240 or something like that. But I just put the nut on it, smacked it in a little bit, popped right out, and now the shock's pretty free. So I'm gonna take off those top bolts and pull it out, put the new one in. Alright, well, just like that, you got the passenger side on. Just gotta repeat on the driver's side and then go give it a test drive. So these weren't too bad. I don't think I've ever done shocks on a Chevy Malibu, but all in all, not bad. Alright, well, my freaking camera died while I was setting it up doing the time lapse, but the shocks are in. Let's go give it a test drive and make sure we fix the problem. No thumping noise upon going over bumps, because that shit was really bad before. You guys heard it in the video. Felt like the car was gonna fall apart. Now it feels like a normal car, even when swaying. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Alright guys, well I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it's a little bit different, but I've been super busy doing little side jobs like this and really focusing at BMW, because I've been going in super early and staying till like 6:30 every day. So by the time I get home, I'm pretty beat to shit. Let me know in the comments if I helped you out or you guys got a kick out of this video. If you liked the video, you didn't like the video. But that's it for today's episode, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!